Alright, our new UR character Bokuto is finally here. We all knew he was going to be the next character based on the timeline, and we're gonna talk about him for a bit and let's see if you have to summon for him or not. So first skill, team morale increase. So this is basically what he's going to do, the team morale up and down. He will increase it by 20. So if you check the bond that we have between Nishinoya and Tanaka, they also have the team morale increase by 6 and could go up to 10, but that's only when your team is scoring. So obviously this is way higher than that. And while he's on the court, each touch from your players increases morale by 4. So obviously the team morale will be awakened faster. And then the awakening, instead of 20%, it'll be 32%, lasting for 4 of your touches. The first 4 and then the second 4 will be only 20%. And it could go up to 30 increased team morale and 40%, which is insane. Obviously this is super great because it's going to boost your team morale, boost all of your stats. The second skill is just a serve, and then the third skill that you have to unlock, he has this fired up mode and also the down mode. So when he enters the team morale awakening, he's going to get the fired up mode, which is power attack increase by 12%. So on top of this buff, you're going to get the 12% additional buff over here, and also strength, your crit damage by 18%. And then when in down mode, he cannot use spike skill. So whenever your team morale ends after the 8th turn, then you cannot attack with him. You cannot use any spike skill, so you can't attack with your Bokuto. And also at the end of each turn, whenever you lose a point or gain a point, he exits the down mode. So you might say this is obviously a downside, and yes it is, but then you always have different characters to attack. Like let's say you are Yoshijima, or even your other wing spiker Iwazumi if you're going with Oikawa as a setter. So you always have other characters to attack, and it's fine if he doesn't attack for like just that one turn till you gain or lose a point, and then this will drop. And then the ultimate skill, 260% power spike, and this is a critical one. His strength increases by 12, and also your team morale increases by 16. Again, boosting up your team morale, and landing a crit is super good, especially if you have Oikawa. Now, an interesting part over here, skill res, if you can get 2 dupes of him would be super great, because when he's in the down mode and he can't spike and you have to use your other players, teammates your other players will gain this team spirit buff that will increase their base stats by 12%. So even though you can't use him, you can still use other characters and also gain this additional buff on your other characters to just gain a point and finish the down mode, so that you can again attack with Bokuto. So that's the main thing of his skills, and obviously a great character, a powerful cheering character, especially based on the team morale, and he could definitely help you out as a UR wing spiker. Now a lot of people would ask, should we get Akashi with Bokuto as well? And I would say he's useful but not a must again, because with Akashi, like having Akashi and Bokuto, you have this bond over here that Bokuto will lose his down mode, so that he can always do the attack and the spike. So that this downside of him will be removed with Akashi as a setter, and also has this team morale increased by 15% and this additional spike and buff on himself. So for sure Akashi could help, but then again, if you have Oikawa, you might say, should I, instead of Akashi, use Oikawa, which I have? And I would say you can still use Oikawa. Akashi is not a must. You can skip Akashi, or just have 2 teams and 2 setters. But just having Oikawa could boost up obviously the power attack of Bokuto, and also Oikawa gives awareness to your players, so that your crit rate will increase, and then Bokuto can make use of the awareness increase and the crit rate, because he already has a strength increase and the crit damage increase. Especially with his ultimate, he will gain those additional buffs. So Oikawa could be really useful with Bokuto, and since you have other players, whenever he's in down mode, let's say Yoshijima over here, or another wing spiker, Iwazumi, if I can find the guy, yep, over here. So you can still use other characters to do the ultimate or the spike to gain the points. And that's why I would say like Akashi could be useful, yes, but then again, it's not necessary to have Akashi and Bokuto, both of them at the same time. So that's one thing. And now the most important question, should you summon for Bokuto or not? So obviously he's a great character. He could help you out a lot. He's a powerful attacker and boosts up your whole team by the team morale. So basically he's super good. But then again, you need to consider this. After Bokuto, we'll probably either get start getting the twins, first one and then the second one back to back, or get a re-banner, either Yoshijima or Kuro. So this could be a little bit tricky because let's say you want to go for the twins and then you spend all your tickets here with Bokuto. It'll be tough to get all the tickets required for these two, especially when they're back to back. And you can't just get one twin and then skip the other one. You need to get both of them if you want to play with the twins, obviously. So you would either skip the twins and get Bokuto now, or skip Bokuto and get the twins. So that's your choice. But if you have all the tickets and if you are willing to, spend something on the game or just get the diamonds and everything, or you just have the resources and you might be able to get all three. But then again, the twins will not buff up Bokuto because they're quick spikers, and you still need to have either Oikawa with Bokuto or even the setter Akashi with Bokuto to maximize his strength. And even if you don't get the twins in the next banner, we would either get Yoshijima or Kuro. So again, you want to think which one you want to go. Yoshijima would be perfect with Oikawa and Iwazumi, and also in the end game. And Kuro, if you get Kuro, still he could be super useful with the twins as he's a quick attack type player, right? So this is something you need to consider and check based on your tickets and who you prefer more, or who's your favorite character to go for. And then there's also one more thing, that we're going to get the SP Bokuto, which is going to take a lot of time obviously to get this SP Bokuto, but then the SP Bokuto will definitely replace the UR one, especially since we have the SP Akashi. So if you, like in the future, you get the SP Bokuto, then you're gonna not use obviously the UR Bokuto, because you can't have two players in your team, two same players in your team. So these are the things that you need to consider to either go for Bokuto or not. The choice is on you, but just giving you some insights of the future banners and how well the timing might be wrong at the moment, but he's a great character by himself. So yeah, write down in the comment section either if you're skipping Bokuto or pulling for him, so that I know what are your plans for the future. I will definitely pull for him as a content creator to showcase him for you guys, but I want to know what's your thoughts on him as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, have fun and stay tuned.